So the purpose of today's video is to show you the lies that these enforcement agents are currently doing. Granted, it's not all of them, but it is the majority. It's not a case of there are a few bad apples. It's a case there are only a few good apples. And then good apples become rotten just by the way that the company that they're working for operate.
Hello?
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 Hello, my name's returning your call.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Have you got the letter in front of you?
Yeah.
Can you give me the reference off of it? It begins with 5.
5574.
Just 1 second. Sorry, it's taking its time to load.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yes, Barry, yeah, I've got
You
it.
all right? Yeah, I'm recording the call anyway as well to let you know that. I guess you're recording it for your benefit as well.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I just regarding your letter you've sent today. I mean, I spoke to your office yesterday.
Right,
I want to know what authority you plan to enter my house under and remove goods.
I'm not going to enter your house
You're not.
unless I'm invited.
Yeah, I know that's obviously I'm not going to invite you into my home, but just saying you're going to come here to remove goods. I just wondered how you propose to remove goods from the.
No, I mean clearly you've done your research. I understand that, and if you've probably researched the fact that I can't forcibly enter your property.
Yeah,
without your invitation or an open door or
yeah,
something like that. So no, that's not the case. But obviously, it still remains that the council tax is due.
um, yeah. There's no warrant or anything out against me though. I've checked that out as well. So I just wondered what warrant or authority you was prepared. You was going to come round and seize goods under because I've been in touch with the court. I got no record. I've been in touch with the Ministry of Justice. There's no record of it. So I keep getting the letters. I've spoke to the office.
So basically, you're telling me that the letters are nonsense and you don't owe the council tax, or
I'm not here to discuss that with you. I'm just here to discuss with you like what you're going to.
okay. All right, we'll end the conversation there. It's pointless unless you want to talk about the actual council tax that you owe.
No, I just wondered how you propose to. There's no goods at the address either because it's not a business; it's a residential property. So there's only personal possessions here. So, and you've just put on there you're going to remove goods, and I just wonder under what authority you was going to take them, and I wonder where your liability order or warrant is that you're going to seize me cars and things like that with, because there isn't one.
Right. Okay, I'll leave it at that then. Thanks for that.
That's all right.
Take care.
You look
Bye-bye.
after yourself. Take care, boy.
Now, I'm going to put on a different audio recording now. It's of the same occupier, and he's talking to the same company. It's just a different agent. So it's very important when listening to this next conversation to understand that it's the same private corporation that's enforcing this council tax debt, exactly the same corporation, just a different agent. So just remember that when you're listening to this call, compared to what you just heard in the previous call.
Hello.
Hello, yep, I'm still here returning your call.
Hello.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hello, mate, you alright?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, on to me again. I just wanted to ask you under what piece of legislation that you'll be entering my house with. I need to give you the reference number first,
Yeah,
don't I?
can you just give me the reference number, please?
Give me a second. Can you do it off my address or not?
Yeah, if you got the postcode.
S
All right, it's not coming up when I type in your postcode.
Yeah, bear with me, I'll find it. Hang on. Better tell you. Just got to find the letters.
Yeah, that's
Reference
it.
number.
All right. Right. Okay. The last time you spoke to the office was on the 23rd of April. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked them how they proposed that they were going to enter the premises. So they've sent me more emails again to say that you're going to come round here and remove goods. So I just wanted to ask you which piece of legislation you was going to use to force entry.
All right. I think Last time I spoke to you, as I said before, from what I'm aware of, there's no physical form of the copy. It's just a court ordered.
Yeah.
It's just a court. It's a court order that we get when instructed to collect. But like, there's no physical copy.
So there's no physical copy of it.
No.
What, and you're just you're just get told to come in and enter that property.
Well, it's a court order, but they don't give you a physical copy of it. They don't give you a physical copy of the court order. But it is court ordered, and if it was to go to court, it would be told there that it's been court ordered.
Yeah.
That's as far as I'm aware. There's no physical copy or no piece of paper that I can physically show you to say.
So
This
your office will just tell you you've got it, and then you'll have to come round and just enter the
So
property.
they'll have to give you a number of notices first before it gets to that stage, which they have done, giving you
Yep.
notices, and you've been in contact back and forth with us.
Yep.
So, if they was to give the order to come and remove goods, that's what we would have to do. To come and force entry in.
And do you know under what legislation that you would be using to force entry under?
I believe it is in the Taken Control of Goods Act 2014.
Right. Okay.
It'll be, I think, paragraph 12 or something like that. I think it'll be.
Paragraph 12, taking control of Goods Act 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can put somewhere.
Yeah, it's only I've asked them to provide it. I mean, you're saying they haven't got this documentation to view, so there's no physical
No,
copy.
as far as I'm aware, there's no physical copy of it.
So you, as far as you're aware, there is a court order already in place.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, so now you can just come round and just force
When they
entry.
allocate, I mean, this is the guys that I work with. We're not unreasonable. We wouldn't just go there and force entry out of nowhere. We'd try and talk to you first, and try and resolve the matter first. But if we're ordered to force entry to collect goods to make up the debt, then that's what we have to do.
Right. So does that involve smashing my door down and that? Or you just use locksmiths?
You would probably use a locksmith.
Right. Okay. Well, if I wasn't at home, so you'd be able to come in here if I was out and that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I just wondered under what legislation you was doing it. It just seems strange if there's no court order. I always thought there had to be a court order, but you're saying there is a court order now.
Yeah, there has been a court order. There's from when it first got allocated. I mean, I wasn't even the first one allocated to your case, but when it's first allocated after the enforcement stage, even before the enforcement stage, there's been a court order to come and collect.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's only when I've looked into it, there is no court order in place, but obviously you're getting your information somewhere else.
I mean, have you been in touch with the office again at all, or just from the emails they've sent you?
No, I just got emails and a voicemail from them to say that it's urgent that I contact you because there's impending action. So I just wanted to know if you knew under which legislation that you would enter the property under, but you said it's taking control of Goods Act 2014. So paragraph 12. I'll have to go and have a
I
look at
believe
that
so. Yeah,
then.
just have a look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay then. And so you're saying that you'll just turn up with locksmiths and you'll just come in, or if I'm not at home, you better come in once White and Co give you the go ahead to do that.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. I'll have to sort out what I'm going to do then. All right then.
All right. Anything else, mate? Or
No, that's all. I just wanted to find out those bits.
Well, okay.
All
No
right.
worries.
Appreciate your time.
All right. No worries, mate. Take care.
Again. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Now, before I finish this video, there's just 3 things I wanted to highlight. The first is, can you see the problem this is happening across nationwide, where these enforcement agents are lying to people about their powers, the effect it's having on certain people? For example, the gentleman in that video wasn't classed as vulnerable, but imagine these lies that they're doing to people who are vulnerable, people who are like disabled, people who are terminally ill, pensioners, single mothers who are financially struggling, and they're being told, well, they're being lied to, that they can come to their property without any paperwork, force entry, and take their goods. Right? Happening nationwide, and these lies are being not just enforced on normal people but vulnerable people. These people don't have empathy. They will just say the same lies to anyone. I can even show that when you tell them you're vulnerable, for whatever reasons they have, they ignore it. So that's the first thing to understand. The second thing is, the second agent in that clip hasn't a Scooby-Doo what he's talking about, right? So he said that he gets his power to force entry, even when they're not in, under the Taking Control of Goods Act 2014. Well, that doesn't exist, yeah? There's no such thing as the Taking Control of Goods Act 2014. What relevant legislation it is, the starting point for everything is the Tribunal Courts Enforcement Act 2007, in particular, Schedule 12. Right? Now, that's the act that's relevant. Different acts can apply for different situations, but we're talking about the enforcement of a civil debt here. So this has got, no correlation to his Taking Control of Goods Act 2014. What I think he was trying to say, but he didn't understand, was the Taking Control of Goods Regulations 2013. Right? So let's examine his clerical error. And if anybody, I say that with sarcasm when I say clerical error. If anybody's ever asked these enforcement agents to see their authority, they will know what I mean by that. So let's address his clerical error. He said paragraph 12. So paragraph 12 doesn't give any powers of force. It doesn't give any powers of entry. It just says that an enforcement agent may take control of goods of the debtors on any day of the week. And what that is basically saying is that if they've got a valid authority, which they don't, let alone power to use force, then they can do it on a Monday, they can do it on a Tuesday, they can do it on a Sunday. There's no day restriction. That's all that is. So the guy who's lying to him doesn't even know the legislation himself, right? So that is very important to highlight. Obviously not even properly trained, yeah, using half-wits. The third thing I want to mention, and this is the most important bit because I want to give people reassurance about this deception that's going on. So when you watch some videos on YouTube, even say a professional who works as a lawyer full-time, they will say to you, this is a disclaimer, this is for educational purposes, don't take it as legal advice, right? So they're trying to tell you stuff, but they don't want to stand by it just in case they're wrong and they get a claim against them. So even professionals do that, right? Well, just to let people know, to give them insurance, to know that I stand by what I say, is what I'm about to say next is legal advice. I don't make any disclaimer. I'm giving now legal advice for anybody watching this video. That advice is that these agents enforcing council tax cannot, under any circumstances, enter your property by force. They can never get a warrant to do it. It's impossible. And if they say to you they're lying, and if they want legal advice on this, they tell them to watch this video, because when they tell you that they can enter your property by force, they are deceiving you. If you want more updates or more help, you can join my Facebook in the link in the description, and the current High Court case updates will be given when we receive a next notification from the court. Thanks for watching.